Welcome to the East Coast Conservative Podcast.
Good evening, everyone. It is Sunday, October 6th, 2012. This is the East Coast Conservative Vodcast. My name is Hatton Humphrey, and I thank you for watching. I'm trying to get a little more technical here. Got a better webcam, got some better editing software, so it doesn't look like I'm sitting in the shadows. But I wanted to talk tonight about the scary games that politicians play. Halloween is almost here. I figured I'd add in that little bit of dramatics there. Tonight on Politico, I found an article about about how the GOP is going after, Colleen Lakowitz for her participation in the online game World of Warcraft, where she is a level 68 orc rogue. That means I stab things a lot. That's what she says. And the GOP is saying that she lives in an alternate world. She lives in a different world. She's not in reality. Well, I can agree with that, simply based on what I've seen from her political positions. But let's be honest here, guys. Do we really need to bring up the fact that she plays a fantasy game? I'm sorry. We all have our outlets. We all have our releases. We all have things where we want to just get away from the world. And World of Warcraft is one of those games. Now, I'm impressed. This is the first documented case of a World of Warcraft player that has a real life. Uh-oh. That may have gotten me in trouble. For those that have listened to the podcast before, you will hear me say every week that our show is simulcast into Second Life. Second Life is a 3D virtual world, just like World of Warcraft. It is a place where people can interact, just like World of Warcraft. It's actually been a place where marriages have been made and destroyed, just like World of Warcraft. The difference is we don't go stabbing things, but that's a little semantics of a 3D environment. Really. For the Maine GOP, because she's running for state senate in Maine, and the Maine GOP attacked her for a bizarre double life, in which she's a devotee of a hugely popular online role-playing game, World of Warcraft. Now, in the real world, which is really where politicians play some really scary games, she's running against incumbent state senator Tom Martin in south central Maine, a heavily Democratic district of about 80,000 people. Martin apparently came into office in 2010, is the first Republican to hold the seat since the 1960s. This is all based on the Politico article. So the GOP, in an effort to go after this candidate, is bringing up her online role-playing habits. Okay. Now, I'll segue back to my previous comment about actual example of a World of Warcraft person that's successful in real life. And I know I'm going to get hate mail on that one. I'm sorry. It's just my experience as an instructor at ITT. We called WoW, which is what you call it, World of Warcraft, because our students would show up late, leave early, and generally not be very productive because they were worried about getting back to their Nightshade Elf or their Minotaur or whatever they were doing in World of Warcraft. So there is that side of it, but she's a successful politician. So we can't really say that she spends 23 hours out of the day going, oh, I gotta go farm. I got to go raise my level. I got to go. No. That's really the only scary thing where that can come into play, is that she's not really fit for the job. Politically, let's just say there are games that politicians play that are far scarier than playing World of Warcraft. And I'll bring up another article. And that is the fact that the unemployment rate came out today. The economy only added 114,000 jobs. You need 150,000 jobs for the employment level to stay even, supposedly. Well, apparently the participation rate lowered, or those going into the workforce at a part-time level raised enough that our unemployment rate, after the debate and in October before we actually have our election, actually just lowered to 7.8%. And everybody in the world is crying foul. Well, not everybody in the world, but it was, the drop was unexpected. We expected to see much different numbers. That is an example of a scary game that politicians play, where the numbers get tweaked just before an election. And I'm not accusing anybody of doing it on purpose, because as Mark Twain said, there's three kinds of lies. There's lies, damn lies, and statistics. Just apply the statistics. That's a game. We can argue the semantics of, what's a tax cut? What's a tax hike? What is government spending? What is government stimulus? Semantics, games that are being played by politicians. Those are the things that we need to focus on. Those are the scary things that are really impacting our country. Not whether some state Senate candidate plays World of Warcraft. I got to be blunt. If that's all they've got, that scares the hell out of me. What do you think? Is this something that is the fact that somebody plays World of Warcraft or Second Life or D&D or name your own? Hell, even the old Choose Your Own Adventure books. Wow, who remembers those? Even if somebody does that, that's not really the things that a campaign needs to focus on. So, okay. She plays a female orc rogue. Could be worse. She could be a group of those trolls that are doing the Michael Jackson dance. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, search for it. You'll find it. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. If you liked what you saw, we invite you to join us on our weekly podcast. We record every Sunday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. You can listen anytime at eastcoastconservative.com. Links are in the notes below. And really would like it if you would, and I'm not sure if it's here or here, subscribe, because more of these will be coming out. Subscribe to the RSS feed on the website as well. If you didn't like what you heard here, well, we'll still invite you to join us for the podcast or subscribe or whatever, because you will probably hear different words in a different order. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.